Thank you. Every week. Charlie, it's your job to help me do that.
I was almost thinking, I'm like, should I send her a message? I'm like, no, she's a professional. She'll remember.
Yeah, too late after I already gave my speech. Okay. Well, that's what you get for not being live. So, for those of you who are just watching, we're going to I'm a huge Steve Harvey fan. Um, Not because he's a comedian, because he's a businessman. I mean, he's funny, but I don't watch his shows because he's funny. I read his books because he's brilliant. Um, there's When I got divorced 15 years ago, I was broken. I was brokenhearted. I read his book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and I was instantly delivered from this oppression. So I'm a big fan. There's a couple of clips, it's like 5 minutes. There's a couple of clips here that we are going to watch. If you would do me a favor and give me a thumbs up that you can hear it well here in a few seconds, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's turn this up. Mute me.
I don't listen to what nobody tell me. Once I write it down, I write the vision and make it plain, it will come. Surely it will come at an appointed time. It doesn't matter that nobody sees it. It doesn't matter that it's visible to other people. All you got to do is write it down and believe it. God is greatness, man, all day long. What he's done for me, he'll do the same thing for you. When you imagine stuff, it's actually God showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you. The problem with success, the average person doesn't think it's for them. That's the only thing that's stopping you from being really successful. You become rich. The day you decide to become rich, the process starts immediately. If you never decide to be rich, there is no process that gets started. It's not a magic trick. It's not God picks certain people he'll make rich and certain people he don't. He gives all of us as his children the power of choice. You have a say-so in that. You can decide to be rich, and with God's help, it's highly doable. But you first have to think it. Why do you keep imagining yourself with a second home? Because God wants you to have a second home. Why do you keep imagining yourself in a supervisory capacity on another job? Because God really wants you to have that. Why you keep dreaming of opening a business one day? That's because that's what God really got for you. And he put it in your imagination. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. I'm not a better person than you. I'm not a better Christian than you. God don't love me more than you. None of that. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change. The problem with your imagination, though, is you tell it to the wrong people. If you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. You can't, oh man. Think about this in your life. How many times have you had this really incredible idea and you took it to your family and your friends? You shared it with them and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. Because God didn't put it in their imagination. He put it in yours. It was your evidence of things not seen. God created us in his image. God thought of this world. He thought of it, so he created it. So he made you just like him, that your thoughts can create things. He made you just like him. Now you can't go make earth and heaven like he did, but you can make a better world for yourself. Because that is a principle of success that all successful people know. If it is written, so shall it be. See all this stuff you've been imagining? You ought to start working on it. Because that's what God really got for you. Your real life is in your imagination. I'm here to tell you that. You think I'm here by accident? I'm here because he put this in my imagination when I was 10.
So he said, now take that paper and put it in your drawer. He said, every night before you go to bed, read your paper. He said, every morning when you get up and go to school, read your paper. I did it. If you turn on your television set, seven days a week, I'm on there somewhere.
God wants every last one of you to be successful. Every one of you. We have to make decisions along the way to get it. But you can do it. You just got to quit tripping. Quit asking God for little bitty stuff. You ever thought about asking God for something big? Why are you wasting his time? Oh, God, help me make my rent. For what? Why don't you ask God for a mortgage? If he gonna give you the money for a place to stay, if you keep asking for rent, he keeps giving you the rent. If you ask for a mortgage, he'll give you the mortgage. Go home and cut your TV on. That's right. That little boy with the stuttering problem, he all over that TV. You can't cut your TV on. You can't cut your TV on not now day of the week and you don't see that little boy. That little boy with the stuttering problem is all over that TV because God put it in my imagination. All I did was hang on to that thought. I just kept hoping. I just kept hoping that what I had wrote on the paper would come true. But you got to write the vision. Go home and read Habakkuk 2:2. Go home and read Bible verse Habakkuk 2:2. Read what it say. If you do that, it'll change your life. Appreciate it.
So I have this is a leadership group I'm in, changed my life. Pay for coaching, find a coach. Um, every dream, ridiculous or not, every word that was spoken over me, everything that I need to remember is in one place. And I read it all the time, every day, 4 or 5 times a week, is because I need to keep the vision in my brain and why are we doing what we're doing? Why am I doing why am I working sometimes 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week? Why am I sowing these seeds? Right? You sow the seeds in tears, so you reap the harvest. Now for the VA stuff, we sowed a lot of tears. And today we finally see the stalk starting to sprout, right? So we're just write the vision, make it plain for you. Put it where you can see it. I like how he said that don't show things to small-minded people. Like I don't really talk about any of my businesses to, you know, I hate to say this, one of my sisters, right? But everybody's got one of the sisters or brothers, right? And I don't want to hear the criticism or the doubt. But what I do have, for my list this year is just 3 things, right? And one of them on there's 5,000 people on Instructor Dash, 5,000 clients using our product. Somebody do the math, 5,000 times $49. My job in life is to write big checks to people who need it. Like, and said this before, both my parents were missionaries. My mother was a missionary in West Africa in her 20s, and then she came home and got married to my father, and then they did the Christian Service Corps. I was born in an orphanage on Sunshine Mountain in Kentucky. and they didn't have clean water. So my purpose in life is to write big checks to people who need it. So 5,000 clients this year is what, $250,000 a month? So I'm dreaming big because I got stuff to do. I can't be putzing around. So my homework for you this week is to write your vision, make it plain, and it's not complicated, simple. Put it somewhere where you can see it so you understand what you're working towards. Something else I would really want to do this year is um, take my entire family on a really amazing vacation. I did it once when I was like 25 and I want to do it again. I don't know how much longer we're going to have my mom with us. I don't know how you beat stage 4 cancer this year and then there's nothing wrong with her medically. So, um, write the vision, make it plain, and hold on to that and speak life over your vision and speak life over what's important to you and just shut up about everything else. Think it, don't let it come out, right? Zip it. And sometimes we need reminded that. And sometimes I have to remind my husband that. Sometimes he tells me to, like, your mouth is not okay. I'm like, damn it. Damn it. I shouldn't have said damn it. Damn it. Like, but that's all I got today. Any thoughts um from you guys? Have you done that before? Have you set yourself out to succeed for the next 3 months of this year? Any thoughts before I say bye? Okay. Let me check my chat.
I think probably most all of us have like goals that we don't have like itemized. So writing them down is a big thing for me. Um, a bigger thing is going back and looking at that paper or those notes in your phone or something else and kind of honing that in. So that's my 2 cents on it.
You know, you're relentless and your drive just in that will make you successful because you've hit some serious bumps in the last year and you're still here and every week you have good news for me.
I appreciate that.
You know, your 2025 is going to be a good year for you. It'll have bumps just like everybody, but I think you're going to see some major milestones.
Yeah, I think what you said earlier about like, yeah, we do it for money. We do it also for advocacy.
Mhm.
Um, I think that's if we lead with that. I'm not a church person. I don't have any religious beliefs or anything. But I don't disparage anybody for whatever they do. But I think if you lead with positivity, being a good person, I mean, everybody's holy book has a lot of great I don't want to call them stories because I don't want to like downplay it.
You're good.
There are great stories of how to be a good person. So it's a great blueprint. So, you know,
I agree.
just be the good guy.
So I just make sure like our faith stuff doesn't bother you, does it?
No, gosh
Okay.
no. No.
Okay, great. Because I wasn't going to stop anyway. Just
That's what's up.
all right. Anybody else? We got about 5 minutes or so.
So a few years I had I have a mentor that I've had for a while, and we've I don't know, we don't spend as much time hanging out like we used to and whatnot. But anyway, a few years ago I had a goal to do a show, to be on a podcast every month. So I only had to be uh, a guest on 12 new shows, and it was one of the things that I wrote down, and like it miraculously happened that I had people say, "Hey, I want you to be on my show. Hey, I want you to be on my show," and it was great. The next year, I did not write it down, and did not happen at all. Like I thought I could just cruise on in for that, but the next year it didn't happen. So
Uh, has anybody read the book The Secret? I think it's called The Secret, right? I think it's called The Secret. It's a non-faith-based book that it literally takes Christian principles and writes them out. But like there's power when you write stuff down. There's power when you speak it. There's power, there's power in your actions every day. You ever like catch a cold and you're like, "Oh, I have a cold." It's like you received it. And then it's like worse. Like instead of like pushing through it, taking some vitamins or whatever, but when you say I have, like you have ownership. Like it's a gift. A cold's not a gift. Cancer's not a gift. Being broke's not a gift. So I would just challenge you, just speak life, write your vision, make it plain. And if you're daring enough, maybe come back. I don't know about next week, but the week after, that is what date?
27.
27. Um, and share some of that stuff with you because we're not small-minded people and we're gonna be in agreement with you for your vision. And a lot of it doesn't have to do with work, right? It could be health, mental health, going to the gym, eating better, all of those fun things. So I challenge you to just write maybe top five, not a lot, top five. Share them with us on the 27th. About 80% sure we won't be here next week. I will put a couple posts on our Facebook group. I can't cancel the event on Facebook because it cancels all of them. I don't know why I can't cancel one. Um, so that's that's all I got. And Charlie, next in 2 weeks, help me remember to hit record sooner.
Okay, I have a job all of a sudden. Holy moly! How did I get
Oh,
responsibility?
I know, right? Sorry. Okay.
Well, Charlie,
And
she could have said that you get to run it next week.
Yeah, I know. I'll be at Shot Show next week, so I won't be running it.
oh yeah, there's shot.
Uh,
I see that should be on my list to be in SHOT Show next year. I think I'll be ready for SHOT Show next year.
Make it
I
happen. You got to write it down.
Write it down.
I
SHOT
signed
Show.
up as a member just to go to SHOT Show, and now I'm booked that weekend. It's not fair.
Okay. Guys, I love you. Call me, send me an email if you need anything. Um, you know where to find me.
And good
Thank
luck with
you.
your mom.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Good luck. Thank you.